Thank you for joining us. And today we will present you about mandatory sustainability reporting in Thailand. And the most important thing that you are been here with us is what does this mean for you today? And this is the opening video of our company. So, briefly introduce about us. Eco Sustainability is a consulting firm that headquartered in Singapore and present in Cambodia, Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, and the Philippines. And our core value, what we add the value to the society is we do the reporting about sustainability, and we do carbon credit training and policy development. And I will show you the international standard that we are contribute. This is the record. As you see that we represent in 6 countries, and we have done 102 projects, and we have 21 consultants with 17 international standards. As you see that even like why we know about international framework, we so deliver localized expertise to do like about sustainability work as well in 6 countries. And this is what we do. We do green consulting. We also in the think tank. We do work in education to conduct an educational initiative. We do sustainability reporting and carbon credit project. This is our standards and framework, including in ISO, SSB, TNFD, SASB, and another global standard. And the agenda and objective today is I'm proud to present you why mandatory sustainability report matter and about Thailand adoption ASSB, including AFRS S1 and S2, and compliance with SEC or Security and Exchange Commission Thailand about ASSB roadmap. For the housekeeping, I will inform you guys that the session will be recorded. You can watch the video on YouTube after our session, and please keep your microphone muted during the presentation. And if you have any question, you can drop in the chat box, and my colleague will help you to respond during the session. And remember that there's no such thing as a silly question. We will help you and support all of your question. So let's begin that why mandatory sustainability report matter. We have to know first that what is sustainability reporting. So it is the non-financial disclosure performance that help investor or lender to know about like how your company have about related to sustainability, and will help you to see your long-term value. And in Thailand, regulator in Thai are mandating to do the report related to ISSB to increase transparency, allow ESG and climate risk. And okay, like now we know that we have to do the report is important for our company. And you know that the past decade they have like too many standard and is have like it can make sustainability consultant or the company that have to do the report feel like overwhelmed because they have too many things to know about it. So even in the large company have this kind of issue too, how to compare this one to another one. It can make us feel like overwhelming and confused. So this is the solution from ISSB. So ISSB is the International Sustainability Standard Board that created under the IFRS Foundation at COP26 is designed to be one global baseline for sustainability report. So ISSB adoption around the world, like allow 60% of global market have adopt this standard. So in Thailand, about this adoption, we will see that what happened in our country. You will notice that HEC have proposed to adopt ISSB roadmap. Um, and we have this new in 28th November 2025 that following the conclusion of its public consultation, SEC has established standardized ESG disclosure that helping company to build market capability and satisfy investor as well. So you may have the question that why is Thailand aligning with ISSB? Since we know that from SEC, it will help Thai company use the same sustainability data language as global markets, and is help about investor confidence that it will be reliable information that improve assessment of risk and opportunity. In also like for global buyer, it can help in market readiness as well. When we use ISSB aligned disclosure, it will help increasingly requirement in global supply chains. And the last thing that climate-led transparency is help organization about decision useful data information in a highly vulnerable nation. So to understand IFRS S1 and S2, we will help you to know about the requirement structure and application to your company. This is the difference between IFRS S1 and S2. Briefly, you will notice that IFRS S1 will cover all the sustainability-related risks and opportunity, while IFRS S2 will specifically on climate-related risks and opportunity. And for the IFRS S1 must disclose in environmental, social, and governance topic. And for FISS2, it's will related to climate risk as a financial risk and strategic issue. So this is the four core component of disclosure. For both IFRS S1 and S2 will build on this core four pillar on disclosure architecture, including governance, who oversee your sustainability issue. Second is about strategy, how sustainability risks and opportunity affect your financial model. Third is risk management, how risks are identified and managed. And the last thing is about metric and target. It will help to know about how progress is measured. This is I can say that this is the important slide. because like it will help you to know that where is your position, where your company position is in Thai market, and what the timeline and the tier of your company that will do the mandatory reporting. You will notice that it have 4 tiers. So tier one is from the leader in market in set 50 index, such as PTT, CPO, BDMS is will disclose in 2027 in tier 2 set 100 index like KBank, Gulf, AOT will disclose in 2028. In tier 3, including all other set list company and new IPO like Ichitan will disclose 2030, and tier 4 include MAI list company and new IPO, REIT, InfraTrust, Property and Infra Fund will disclose in 2031. But okay, so we know that if you are in the tier list, you have to report, and the IFRS Foundation have also the key relief for the first 5 years. So we will do the only climate related information first under IFRS S1, and the climate relevant portion of IFRS S1 need to be disclosed. And we also flexible reporting timeline. So annual sustainability related financial disclosure may be report it in different timeline. And also we will require only like maturity filter applies that only limit to like topic to maturity filter. And about scope 3 GHG exemption, we still like entity may omit scope 3 greenhouse gas emission disclosure during the initial 5 year, only report like scope 1 and 2 and non-GST protocol method permit. If your company is still using other method rather than GST protocol 2004, may continue using it during the initial 5 years, and you have to disclose everything to fill in one report or um, 30 56-1 report. And this is the key takeaway for Thailand SSB roadmap. So we know that we are adopting IFRS S1 and S2 following the phase in the timeline, and why mandatory reporting begin in 2027 and 2028 for like leader of the market and the set 50 and set 100 company, or also non-sales lead company and SME must also prepare early because like in scope 3 in the future we have to require your data as well. And also the leading company like Minor International and FCG are already implementing ISSB framework as well. And we noticed that maybe we will have critical gaps to success rely on bridging between finance and sustainability team and preparing data for excellence. Okay, so next we will talk about actual requirement from SEC Thailand roadmap. Like actually will do the report starting in the first year that you do the report as well. So it's the same timeline that about like the company and the reporting periods such as like SSB report as well. And SEC mandate limited assurance on scope 1 and 2 in GHG emission starting from year 1 of reporting, and to conduct by an independent TGO register verifier. So another thing is about materiality. So you will notice that we have a true circle and the middle. First, about financial maturity is look inward. Is like planet and society impact on business operation. Like for example, about the road and the CPO need to doing the financial maturity about like their operational costs. And the second circle is about impact maturity. It's about business operation that impact on planet or society. And in the circle is double maturity. Next is the law of industry standard or SASB, because it's the industry specific framework, because SEC Thailand roadmap align with SSB, and SSB also indicate SASB for Thai company as well. So why it matter? Because it's identify financial material sustainability issue by industry, and it help company to avoid irrelevant disclosures, and it help supporting comparability across company in the same sector. For example, Thai company like Ijinomoto, they also doing the SASB as well. Also, K-Bank, they do the SASB related to sustainable loan. And under IFRS S2 in climate disclosure, um, first, physical lead, for example, 2020 to 2024 drought is reduced as agricultural fields like for CP group, and they have that operational list in the Eastern Economic Corridor or in Chonburi, Rayong, Chacheongseao. And second is transition list regulation like the CBAM affecting Thai exporter in cement, steel, chemical industry. And the third is climate related opportunity through accessing sustainability linked loan and green bonds with preferential interest rate from major banks, for example, K-Bank or SCB. So will in IFRS S1 will require um, three things. First is climate related metric relevant to the company sector. Second is greenhouse gas emission. For Thai, as I said, we require scope 1 and scope 2. For scope 3, we still like have 5-year transition relief. And third is progress toward climate target or transition plan. This is from Thai Airway case study for scenario analysis. You will know that scenario analysis will help companies that test their strategies. For example, like transition list about 1.5 degree Celsius scenario that you will see that evaluate financial impact of mandatory sustainable aviation fuel of Thai Airway will mandate on carbon pricing mechanism on operating costs, and their financial is the access flight disruption, severe turbulence, and airport infrastructure damage. So you will know about the framework and example for Thai company. So you will know that how important mandatory report is. So next step, we will show you what company should do now. To getting started with sustainability report, you will feel overwhelmed about like what to do. They have many framework and many data and requirement, but I would like to encourage you guys that you can start small and stay consistent and build forward. And I will help you guys to step by step. And this is I hope you can remember the golden rule before you start. You can start with the data that you already have. You don't have to start from scratch, and don't aim for perfection on day one. And you can involve the like people in your team. In sustainability is a team effort. So step one, first you will have to understand the business context. Like you will have to know like your company size, your operation, your stakeholder, and this is will set the foundation for meaningful reporting. You will know the overview for your company. For example, I give you is Thai Union value chain, and um, you will notice that it show the operation part in cold chain energy efficiency and in supply chain as well. And step two is to identify material is the issue. To focus on what matter most to your business and your stakeholder. For example, for chemical and material producer like uh, SCG, they they have the ESG metric for themselves in greenhouse gas emission, carbon tax, resource usage, and plastic recycle top list. In step three, we'll map current practice and data availability. So right now, as I said, we will begin in what we already know, in what data that we already have. This is, for example, like if I am the in the healthcare group, like BDMS map, and I have this existing data, like I have HR that track about like staff commuting distance and about the electricity bills. I can use this data, but maybe I don't have the data gap like about no central record of medical waste collection, blah blah blah. But we can begin with the existing data as well. So, step four is collect baseline data. um Maybe you can use the electricity bills for the energy and waste. You will have the invoice from waste collector or recycle. And for example, in travel, maybe you will have the Uber or taxi receipts. You can use it as well. And okay, we know that we already have the data, and next step is to build internal capacity. So you can start from small. Maybe you have like if you are SME and you have small team, you can use in like the data, or you can use like HR department to do this as well. And if you are like the large company, maybe you have the ESG department separate from another department as well. So step six is to build a sustainability roadmap. Um, because like we have data, we have teams. So next step is we will have plan. Like we will see the vision about like to plan your next step in short, medium, and long term. So for example, that I give you from BDMS is they are planning to net zero greenhouse gas emissions scope 1 and scope 2 by 2050, and they have a short term, medium term, and long term planning roadmap. So okay, we see the vision what we're gonna have, and we will set on simple KPI and target. This is from Form 7-Eleven, Form CPO, that you will notice if you like go to 7-Eleven, they will not like give you the plastic bag as well. It's including into like their pockets toward sustainability goal as well. Like and they aim to reduce GHG emission 30% by 2030 across all store outlets. And step 8 is you can start small and you can make the improvement. For example, the graph that I show you from CPO, they don't wait for the perfection. They start like they already start and they go like every year in their goal. So to bring it all together from reporting to value creation, you will know that sustainability report involve um, as your company matures, and you will see that is this code in from your data, and it will help you to strategize your business model, and you will see the risk and opportunity, and it's help you to improvement on long-term value as well. And company that start early can gain a competitive edge, for sure. Like the example that I show you, for example, like from CPO that they already start. And the last thing is you can start early and stay consistency and focus on value creation. Um, Go back to Thailand again. For mandatory sustainability reporting, you will notice that we hear about CBAM so much because like it's mandatory now. So what is CBAM? CBAM is EU carbon tax on import emission. So the importer must report embed emission data to their EU buyer. So if you are the company that in the steel, aluminum, cement, fertilizer, hydrogen, and electricity, like Tata Steel Thailand or SCG, you have to do this report. And another mandatory sustainability report is EUDR or EU deforestation regulation. So this is the law to stop trade in products linked to forest destruction. It requires exporter to have GPS geolocation coordinate proving zero deforestation, and the company in rubber, timber, palm oil, coffee, cocoa, soy, and cattle have to report. For example, if you are the like doing about like paper and packaging, like SCG packaging. I mentioned about SCG so much, but yeah, it's the good example for us to understand. And if you have any question, you can like drop in the chat box, and I will answer you with my colleague. Thank you. We are so happy to having you all today. And since you know that CBAM is important, so next week we also have talk about CBAM as well from my colleague Geraldine. Yeah, and this is the talk that we will host in in this month. And if you have any question, you can contact our colleague Teng Lao from Malaysia, Henley from Indonesia, also Elia from Indonesia as well. Um, CD from Philippines, also me. And we are happy to have you, and you can join this sustainability talk in our community in LinkedIn or WhatsApp too. And you can stay in touch with us through this channel. Also, if you have any question, you can ask us as well. Thank you.